Good morning. Happy Monday to everybody who is watching this. I'm Lisa Zimmerman, and today we're going to be doing chair yoga. I'd like to ask that you get some supportive footwear. So when we're doing standing postures, your feet are supported, your ankles are supported. A strap or a scarf or a necktie, just in case you want to make this pose, whichever one we're doing, more accessible to you. So sometimes a strap helps us, the footwear we talked about, and just an open mind. So let's get settled into our practice this morning. It is nice and warm out. I got the sun behind me. It feels really, really nice. Let's just notice what's going on with our posture. So I'd like for you to scooch back and have your lower back against the back of your chair, your feet grounded to the floor. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears and down and back. So you have a nice wide chest and your shoulder blades are together. Notice what your neck is doing. If it's jutting forward, push your head back as if you were pushing a drawback in. That way your earlobes are situated over your shoulders. A lot of us are experiencing lower back pain and neck pain because of the way we are seated all day in a chair in front of a computer. So just trying to address that is very helpful. And throughout the day, just doing these shoulder rolls, maybe just noticing what's happening with your neck, pushing your head back, pushing a drawback, pulling your navel in towards your spine so that we can keep this core nice and strong. So this morning, I want to start out with our neck. So you can place your hands at your side with your palms facing down. You can place your hands on top of your thighs. I'd like for you to bring your ear over to one side. You will be feeling an opening maybe on the side of your neck or perhaps in the back of your neck. Just inhale here and exhale. Really take a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. And as you inhale, bring your head up to center. Exhale, bring that ear over to the other side. We're just softening, dissolving the tension, getting some opening and mobility in our neck. Inhaling, exhale. We'll come on over to the other side again. Again, you can always leave your arms down at the side. It just intensifies the stretch, allows a little bit more opening there. That's not comfortable. I also invite you to inhale here, exhale, and invite you to close your eyes. Sometimes it's a nice way to shut off one sense and go deeper into your practice. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling here, bringing your head up to center. Exhale, ear comes over to one side. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhaling to center, exhale. Last time. Bringing your head to center. Now bring your chin down to your chest for an opening in your cervical spine, also known as your neck. If your chin doesn't meet your chest, that's fine. Just honor your body. Allow your body to tell you where it would like to go today. Inhale, bring your head up to center. Exhale, bring your chin towards your chest. It's very important in yoga that we have an experience, that we feel sensations, but no sharp shooting pain. That's a sign that you want to back out of it, whatever it is we're doing. Inhaling here, exhale, your head comes to center. So if an instructor asks you to do something and it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Exhale, chin to chest. Now what I'd like for you to do is just do some head rolls, neck rolls, just moving, getting some energy and movement in your neck, getting all those snap, crackle, pops out. Maybe stopping for a moment, noticing, and then continuing on. So 2 more, breathing in and breathing out. And again, this is something you could always stop and do during the day. It just doesn't have to be today. You could do this tomorrow, anytime that you're seated. Inhaling here, exhale, reverse the rotation. And again, just noticing what you're feeling, noticing if there's any areas you can give some attention to. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Don't hold the breath. If I tell you to inhale and you're exhaling, don't worry about it. Just keep breathing. 2 more. And last one. Taking your hand, holding onto your chair, inhaling with your palm facing towards you. Exhale. Just bend over to the side. If you'd like, and if your neck ability allows you that, you can look up at your hand. If not, no worries. We're just getting an opening in the side body. Inhale here. Fill up that lung with all that beautiful fresh air, and then exhale out all that stale air. Inhale here, exhale, bring your hand down to the side, hold on to your chair. Inhale here, bringing your hands up. Just leaning over a little bit, looking up at your hand or looking forward, whatever is comfortable for you. Inhale here, really filling up that side body. Exhale out all that stale air. Bringing your arm down. We're going to take our arm, we're going to cross it across our chest. Now, obviously, I'm not going to cross my chest, so I'm going to bring this other arm underneath, place it on my tricep, place it on my shoulder, and gently push in just for a stretch. Be mindful that you're not coming over like a leaning tower in Pisa, and that your shoulders are aligned. So we don't want our shoulders up towards your ears, we want them down. You're just pushing in gently just to get a nice stretch in the tricep and the shoulder muscles. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly release that arm down. Other arm comes out to the side and then comes across your chest. Other arm comes underneath, placing your hand on your shoulder and feeling that stretch there. Again, being mindful that your body isn't going this way and that your shoulders are still away from your ears, that we're not shrugging. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhaling and exhaling. So we're going to come down to our wrists and we're just going to slowly roll those wrists out. Just getting that synovial fluid circulating. Maybe hearing some snap, crackle, pops, that's fine. And then reversing the direction. Breathing in, breathing out. Now what I'd like for you to do is give some attention to those joints in your fingers. So you're going to bring your index finger to your thumb, your middle finger to your thumb, your ring finger to your thumb, pinky finger to your thumb, and we're traveling back up. Ring finger to your thumb, middle finger to your thumb, index finger to your thumb. I'm going to do this 2 more times. Middle thumb, ring thumb, pinky thumb, middle, index. So when you first do this, you may have to think about it, or even perhaps look. Then after a while, this gets easier. 1 more time, just going through this, bringing your complete presence and your attention to what you're doing, making sure you're breathing. And now we're going to make fists, just gently opening the fingers and then closing. Not really a fist, but just a opening and closing. Maintaining that breath, don't hold your breath. Now bringing your arms out and then bringing the hands onto your shoulders. So this is for your elbow joint. Just getting some nice movement here. Inhaling and exhaling, deep, deep breath in, deep, deep breath out. Just a few more. Bringing your arms out to the side. Now, some of us can bring our arms here, some will bring our arms there, whatever's comfortable for you. Grabbing onto that doorknob and then just twisting. Twisting and twisting. Just getting some movement in here. And then shaking those arms out. Let's prepare for our seated twist. So let's get ourselves upright and aligned. There's a Straight coming up through the top of our head. Our shoulders are away from our ears. Our belly's pulled in. Our chin is getting pushed back like as if there was a drawer we were pushing in. Our earlobes are over our shoulders. Inhale, bringing your arms up with your palms facing. Exhale. Your hand may be on the side of your thigh, or you can grab onto your chair, depending on your chair. You're going to exhale, and you're either going to place your hand on the back of your chair or hold on to the side, whatever's comfortable for you. You can see I'm already starting to twist. My knees are facing forward. This is coming from my waist. I'm going to inhale here, and as I exhale, I'm going to slowly try to twist a little bit. Now, if your neck allows you, you can look over your shoulder, or you can look forward. So this is coming like this. The knees and the thighs stay forward. Breathing in and breathing out. Deep, deep breath in. Deep, deep breath out. Inhaling here. Exhale, coming on out. Bringing those arms up, stretching like you want to touch those fingertips to the ceiling. Inhaling here, and then exhale, crossing over, grabbing onto the side of the chair or placing your hand on the side of your thigh. Exhale, wherever your arm can go, in the back of your chair or on the side. So we're already starting to twist. We're going to inhale, we're going to lift and lengthen. We're going to exhale, and we're just going to twist a little bit more. Again, respecting what your neck is going to allow for you today. Some days I have to look forward. My neck is just too cranky. Doesn't want to look forward, but today I'm going to look behind me. Inhaling, exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, slowly reaching up. Exhale, bringing those arms down. So let's get ready for our camel pose. What I'd like for you to do for seated camel is come to the middle of your chair. So you're seated a little bit on the edge, but you still have that stability here. You're going to place your hands on your hips and see if you can travel your thumbs to your lower back. Now, not everybody can do this, and that's fine. So if you're here, that's beautiful. If you can travel those thumbs and bring those shoulder blades together and bring those arms behind you, that's wonderful too. What you should be feeling is an opening in your chest and those shoulder blades contracting together. Now, if you can, bring your gaze up, bring your chin up, and look up at the ceiling. And if that doesn't feel good today, then just bring your gaze forward and look forward. Breathing in, breathing out, pulling that navel in towards the spine. Nice, strong core. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath in. Slowly allowing those arms to come down. Shaking it out. We're going to bring our legs a little bit further apart. So the base of the legs on my chair, I'm about an inch away from them. I'm going to come onto my forearm. I'm going to inhale my arm up, my palms facing towards me for side angle, seated side angle. So you can try to come forward more towards the side like this if your body allows, but you can be here. Your palm is facing up. Your gaze can be up towards your palm, or you can look forward. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath in. Slowly bringing that arm down, bringing the other arm down to meet it. Inhaling, really reaching. Exhale, forearm comes to the other side, and then bring that arm over. So I'm coming from my waist, and I'm just getting a stretch. You may be here. Keep your head in line with the midline of your body. So try not to let your head come down. We want to keep everything aligned and stacked. Keeps our joints safe and keeps our body feeling comfortable. Again, you can look up at your palm if you want. You can look forward. Whatever you like to do. You look down at your other palm. Inhaling. Exhale. One more breath in. And then slowly bringing that arm out. All right, so we're going to reset. And we're going to begin cat and cow. So for cat, I want you to, again, let's reset. Bring those shoulder blades together. Push that Chin back like you're pushing a drawback. Slowly placing your hands on your thighs, traveling down till you get to your knees. Tucking, pulling your navel in and tucking and rounding and allowing your head to come down. And this is cat. Feeling that really nice opening all along your spine. Inhaling here. Exhale, travel those hands up onto your tops of your thighs. You're bringing your shoulder blades together. You're widening your chest. Chest comes up, tailbone comes back, and you're looking up if that's okay for you. Inhaling here, coming down, traveling down for cat, tucking and rounding, hanging your head, breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling here, exhale, traveling up, tailbone comes back, chest widens, shoulder blades come together. I want you to do 3 more of these on your own cat and cow, finding your own rhythm and your own breath. You might want to linger or stay in one particular posture. So you might find, I'm going to stay in cat, I'm going to move back and forth, something here feels really good. I'm going to exhale and then come into cow. So whatever feels right for you and your body today. Breathing in and breathing out. We have 1 more. Inhaling and exhaling. And last one. We're going to come back towards the back of our chair. We're going to reset 1 more time. And what we're going to do is our leg extensions. So holding on to the side of your chair. If you have knee issues, I want you to do that terminal knee extension. So the leg extension fully comes up and fully comes down. If you have painful knees, just stay here. Just a small movement. You're still building the muscle up around your kneecap. You're still getting the benefit. So we're going to do 10 of these on each side. I'm going to nestle into the back of my chair for support. I'm just going to bring my foot up and bring my foot down. I'm going to hold at the top, so I'm getting a nice contraction in the quadricep, the thigh muscle. Really big muscle on the top of our leg that we want to give some attention to. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. And I want you to hold, and I want you to point and flex. You should be feeling this in your shin, maybe in your calf, and then slowly roll out that ankle in one direction, and then roll it out in the other direction, and then very mindfully and slowly bring that leg down. Inhale here. Whatever you did on one side, you want to do on the other. So we're just extending our legs, and we're just doing that terminal knee extension. We have 8 more. Breathing in, breathing out. 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, point, and flex. Really getting a nice opening in that calf. And maybe in the top of your lower leg, your shin. Now just rolling out. And then rolling out the other way. Maybe a couple snap, crackle, pops, that's fine. Then slowly and mindfully bending that leg. Now, we're going to take our leg and we're going to bring it over as if we were seated and having a conversation. Most people are going to be up here. If you can, take your hand and place it right underneath your knee and just gently push in just for a little bit more of an opening. If this is not accessible to you or comfortable to you, you could just put your leg out to the side, move it up and down, just get some natural movement there. So whatever works for you. Inhaling, exhaling, deep breath in, deep breath out. 1 more breath in, grabbing onto the side of your chair, using that strength in your core to bring that leg down to meet the other foot. Whatever you did on one side, do on the other side. You might notice that one side has less flexibility or more flexibility. So if you're here, just very gently, not on top of your knee, right where the crease is between your calf and your hamstring, just gently pull in, see if you can get a little bit more opening. And then holding on to the back of your chair, side of your chair. Nice 3 long deep breaths in, deep breath out. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in, breathing out. Last breath. And then slowly bringing your leg down. So we're going to do some standing work now. If you don't feel comfortable standing and you want to work on your hamstrings, the back of your legs, you're going to come to the edge of your chair, you're going to hold on, and you're just going to bring your legs out in front of you, and then you're going to point and flex your toes. So my legs are on the floor, and I'm just doing this, pointing and flexing. And so this may be where you want to be for your practice, and that's okay. If you want to join me, you're going to take your chair, you're going to place it in front of you, and then you're going to take your leg, and you have a couple of different options here. Actually, I'm going to turn the chair this way. So what you can do is, what you're going to do is you can hold onto your chair, bring your ankle and your heel out, and flex your foot to get an opening in your hamstring, the back of your thigh. If you have the ability to bring your leg up, you'd bring your leg up so that your heel is in the middle of your chair. You're going to hold onto your chair and you're going to hip hinge. It's like a book folding in half. So we're not rolling forward. That's not going to do anything. We're going to hinge from our hips. So if you want to place your thumb and your fingers on your hips, you can see how you just come over like a book, folding in half like a hinge, and you will feel a sensation on the back of your thigh, and that is your quadriceps, that is your hamstring stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Last breath. Come on back up. Bring that hinge back up. Bend at the knee and slowly bringing down. Everything we're doing is mindfully. So we're not just flying our body all over the place, being slingshots, ricocheting. We really want to bring mindfulness into our movement and use our body. So if you did this on one side, this is where you're going to be. If not, bring that leg up. You're going to be on your heel. You're going to hold onto your chair. You're going to have a nice long torso. Remember that string is holding you up. And then you're going to fold forward just an inch. And you will feel a sensation on the back of your thighs pretty much immediately, right where your knee meets the back of your thighs. So we're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Inhaling, exhaling. Deep breath in, deep breath out. 1 more breath in. And then slowly coming back, bending that knee and bringing it down. For our quadricep stretch, you either have a scarf, a strap, or perhaps you have a necktie. If you have the ability, you can take your foot, grab the top of it, and pull your foot towards your backside, and you will be feeling a sensation in the front of your thighs. If this is not accessible to you, you just put your foot in the strap on the top of your foot, and then you just grab on and bring your leg up this way. So those are your options. I'm going to just use my feet as my strap falls off. And if you want to intensify the stretch, you can bring your knees together if that feels good. But again, notice if you're feeling anything that's uncomfortable. We just want a sensation of a stretch, of something opening, of a softening, of a dissolving of tension. Slowly release the strap or the foot. I'm going to come over to the other side. So I'm going to ground down, I'm going to hold into my chair, and then I'm going to grab this foot, or you're going to use your strap, and I'm going to feel that beautiful opening on the top of my front of my thigh. I'm going to bring my knees together to just get more of a sensation, but whatever feels good for you. All right. So I'd like to do warrior one standing today. So let's clear your space off of any props. You're going to take your right foot and put it into the middle of your chair. You're going to take your left foot and it's going to be on an angle so your big toe and your pinky toe side is on an angle on the back of the mat. And you may have to adjust. You might have to scoot your foot back and forward. You're going to slowly bend your knee. Then you can bring one arm up and hold onto your chair, or you can bring both arms up if you're comfortable. You can move your chair away from you if you want to get a greater bend in that front leg, or just keep it here. This will let you know where you're going. So warrior one, however you'd like to do it, really feel that warmth, that action, that activity, that front thigh. Make sure your hips are facing forward. Your gaze is forward, your gaze is soft. Inhaling and exhaling. And then bringing your arms down, holding onto your chair and bringing that front leg forward. Now we have another side. I'm just moving things. So my left foot is going into the middle of the chair. My right foot is coming down so that the pinky toe side of my foot is facing at an angle towards the back of my mat. I'm going to begin to make sure that my hips are forward. A lot of times our hips want to come away. My hips are forward. I'm going to hold onto my chair. I'm going to bend into that left knee. And then I'm going to bring my right arm up into warrior one. I'm feeling I want to adjust myself. So I'm going to move my chair and I'm going to widen the gap between my front and back legs because that's what's feeling right for me today. So I'm going to bend my knee, I'm going to inhale, bringing my arms up. You can hold onto the chair, whatever feels good for you and your body. Inhaling and exhaling. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more breath in. Bringing those arms down, holding onto your chair, and then bringing your foot forward. We are going to practice our downward facing dog. So make sure that the back of the chair is at the front of your mat. And you're going to figure out for your body, everybody's different. I'm 5 feet tall, so I'm kind of short. So some of you will be at the back of your mat, and some of you will be like me and more towards the outer thirds of the back of the mat. I'm going to grab onto my chair. Your knees may be soft if that feels good for you, or you can just bring them not locked, but a little bit straighter. And then I'm going to slowly bend forward. So if you notice my back is flat, this is a hip hinge. So I'm not rounding, I'm hinging from my hips. And this is our downward facing dog. And you could start walking your dog, meaning bending your knees or coming up on your heels. Just getting some movement in those hamstrings and in those thighs. Your gaze is towards the top of the mat or your chair. Whatever feels good for you, you can bend your knees, come on your toes. This is your downward facing dog. You can increase the stretch by coming down onto your forearms if that's what your body allows for. One more breath in here. Deep, deep breath in. Deep, deep breath out. Slow and controlled. Pushing up, coming back up. Walking yourself back up to your chair. We're going to take our chair and we're going to put it in the middle of the mat. And we're just going to get some movement in our hip. So back in the 80s, the Jane Fonda days, there was a lot of using momentum and very much like swinging motion. That's not what we're doing. We're trying to be very mindful and functional. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold onto your chair, you're gonna place your hand on your hip, and you're just gonna slowly move that leg up and down. My foot is flexed, and the movement is coming from the side of my hip. My torso is straight and aligned. I'm not yanking myself like this. We're not looking for that. And I'm not going up and down. This is not an aerobics class. So just flexing the foot, grounding down into the side next to the chair, just moving your leg, just a little bit of a movement, just getting some of that attention to some of those hip muscles. We have 2 more. Last one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn that chair around again, making you lift your chair up. We're going to hold onto the chair, and now we're going to take that same leg, we're going to ground in, and we're just going to move back just a tiny bit. Just giving some attention to what we call the posterior chain. It's a group of muscles, the hamstrings, the glutes. We've been doing a lot of seated work, a lot of seated chair yoga, a lot of seated in general. And so we just want to get some dynamic movement. So 2 more. And again, being mindful that you're just moving that leg a little bit and that you're not coming forward and that you're not doing that 1980s work, all right? So we're gonna settle in again. We have another side to do. Grounding down into this leg. Nice straight spine. This movement is just coming from my hips and my glutes. Very small movement. You're squeezing at the top, strengthening this hip pillar, this hip complex. 5 more. Inhaling here, exhaling. 3, 2, and last one. So moving your chair again. Sorry for all the chair moving today, but just want to make sure we get everything and that we can get in. So again, standing so that your hips are at the back of the chair and your shoulders are. We got one more side to do. Grounding into this leg. Nice, long, tall posture. Hand on hip. Moving out that leg just a little bit. My foot is flexed, and this is what's doing the work. My abductors. We call them abductors because they're abducting. They're moving away. So we're going to do 5 more. Inhaling and exhaling. 2. And last one. All right, I think we did enough leg work today. So let's just come back down onto our chair. I just want to check the time, so excuse me. And let's just take a break. If you need water, if you need anything, just take a moment for that. But we're going to work on some sun salutations. So with sun salutations, is going to be a forward fold. If you have issues like glaucoma, if you have cardiac issues like hypertension, anything like that, or if you fold forward, you just start to feel dizzy, I want you to fold forward like this. If you don't have those issues, you could travel down your legs to wherever your body likes for you to do. So you might rest your fingertips on the tops of your shoes, or you might be able to bring your fingers to the floor. Just know what is right for your body. No matter what you're doing, you're still getting the benefit. So we're going to inhale, bring our arms up. Exhale, begin to travel to where is comfortable for you. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bring your hands to the side and bring your knee in towards your nose. Resetting in mountain again. Inhaling here. Exhale, bringing your hands down to your forward fold. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, bring your knee in towards your nose. Reset into mountain, palms facing out. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold, your own forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, come up, knee towards nose. Reset in mountain. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, come up, knee towards nose. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to heart center. So preparing for our final pose, Shavasana, I'd like for you to do is bring yourself back so that your lower back is situated against the back of your chair. Make yourself comfortable. You can always take your shoes off. You can always put a blanket on. You can bring your hands out with your palms facing out. You can place your hands so that your palms are on top of your thighs, or you can place them so that your hands are on top of your thighs, but your palms are facing up. I'm gonna sit in cross-legged easy pose because that's just a posture that feels really good for me. I'd like you to begin your Shavasana if you feel safe and if you feel comfortable with your eyes closed. If that's not comfortable for you, you can find something pleasant to look at, or maybe just half close your eyes and just have a nice soft gaze. So let's just begin by becoming aware of our breath. Nothing forced, just natural. Noticing where you feel the breath. In your nose, in your chest, in your belly. No right or wrong way to breathe, just your natural soft flowing of your breath in and out of your body. Noticing the space between your eyebrows and just relaxing it. Relaxing your cheeks. Unclenching your jaw. Letting the tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. Swallowing a few times to relax your throat. Relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing your chest. Softening your belly. Softening the tops of your thighs. Relaxing your shins. Relaxing your ankles and the tops of your feet and your toes. Relaxing the bottom of your feet. Your heels, ankles. Softening the back of your thighs. And your lower back. And your mid back. All the way up to your shoulders. And then traveling down to your triceps, the back of your arms, your elbows, and your wrists. And then onto your fingertips and your forearms. And relaxing your bicep muscles. Just letting go of any private chatter, or conversation, or to-do list. Always returning to your breath. Your breath is your anchor. It's what grounds you. Always knowing that whatever is going on, it will always be fine in the end. And if it's not fine, then we're just not at the end yet. Knowing that you are safe and peaceful and at ease. So slowly bringing awareness back into your space, deepening your breath, wiggling your fingertips, wiggling your toes, bringing your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead this practice this morning. It is truly an honor and a privilege. I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Namaste.